And that's another thing. Like, time is very, very important. Like, I spoke a whole lot in past years. I talk about the importance of time and how it's used as a weapon, by these antichrist, devil worshippers in high societies, mammon and stuff. So one of the main things, like, okay, it's evident in the attack that's been on my sustainabilities, throughout all these years, especially the last couple years. One thing that they, one aspect of it is exploit. It's like they capitalize on every single thing. Like, for instance, at a certain point, you realize that to them, like, time, when they realize that you use your time to, illuminate, speak truth, share the gospel, and, show the world your testimony, then time becomes more valuable to them than your actual mammon. You feel me? So what it is rather than, sometimes they rob you. Like, sometimes they will find intellectual ways to rob you. They'll do things to rob you because they're jealous, and then they're antichrist, and then some of them, they have ideology. So this is a deep situation as to why they do it, but what they do sometimes, like, they rob you. These are things I've experienced personally. That's why I speak on them. In close, in consecutive, like, in close succession, I've been through these things, experienced them. And if they don't rob you directly, sometimes what they do is they sabotage your life to the extent where it'll cause you to waste your time. Like they'll do things that like they can hijack like for instance, what's one thing like that's specific to my own profession would be traffic. Like, they have the power to, like, hijack traffic and stuff, like they could do that if they want to. And when they do that, then they can pretty much bend the law, to their will. Because I personally witnessed this. So they can hijack, you got influential figures that's doing this, like artists and stuff, it's weird. And, and they do that. And so they can do things like that in order to, like, get you caught up, or to destroy, your opportunities, as well as just, like, to be, it's like they can pretty much use, like, they try to use everything you go through, like, to their advantage, like, especially, like, they like I mentioned, they capitalize on all the evil that they do, and in some cases, while they use the time as a weapon, they have no moral compass, like, they have no, they don't care about things that a person cares about. Like, they don't care about loyalty, love, compassion, sympathy, nothing. Like, they see one thing, and they want that. Your talent, the world does not see it. They want nothing more than that your light for God does not shine, so people can glorify God. And anything they could do to disrupt that or interrupt that, they will. They don't want that. They don't want God glorified, because they serve the devil in action, by what they do to God's messages and stuff. So, they strategically, intellectually do things like that to undermine or sabotage your means. And they plan things out long term and short term, or both at the same time. Like, it's never anything, because the devil does not want souls to be saved. He functions better in deception and darkness. And so, yeah, time is a weapon, at certain levels or parts of success, I imagine. Because I always kept God in my as my focal point, as my focus. So I didn't really focus too much on my success. I paid more attention to God. So But yeah, it's been a heavy situation, true enough. My faith's still strong though. But yeah, man, it's crazy. God is despised, and it's if you don't have no help, it's actually just imagine going through these things. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't got no help, you see this stuff happening, then the people that the ones doing it, they got everybody food, but they let you know personally, like they'll taunt you personally because they know you can understand it. While they got everybody else looking everywhere else, and but they have no idea. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I ain't really care about the truth being hidden. You know what I'm saying? Because when it was hidden, they displayed no mercy on my life. In spite of me not ever being able to defend myself, it just was totally an overkill. It was an extreme overkill. Now, some people, this day and age, some good people, they would care, Not everybody devil worshippers. Not everybody antichrist. Not everybody Baphomet, Some people just in the same position I'm in, And so they can't help. But God knows who got a good heart, That's why I say he weighs the spirit. So, those that's in the same position I've been in all these years, God bless you. We in the last days, God go wipe all our tears away. The time go come, God's word, man, God don't lie. It's been rough though, but I ain't go, complain. I just wanted to educate people, about the time in which we live. And then hopefully my testimony can, help others. I mean, it's all I know about life. Pretty much all I know about life. The basics and being attacked. Yeah, art. I love art.